They have a composition that works really well around playing around 2 items. They're going to spike incredibly hard. Any early dragons they can grab are going to be great. BLG want to take this game late, and we did not get to really talk about game time. I know we had a very fun graphic setup for this. Be able to grab it. I mean, you have Sivir, right? Shun's actually going to skip his 6th camp, see if he can make any kind of action happen here. Zhuo's looking.
Alright, they already got On kind of trapped up here. He burns the heal first. He's going to flash, get away from the wall into the headbutt, but On should be slowed up and taken down. Pays is going to grab first blood. Shadow's just a little bit too late here to find a response, even though Elk has lethal tempo going. Elk has to be very careful how far he extends himself forward. BLG look like they don't want to stop pushing.
About impacting JDG's potential pace in this game.
Shadow maybe looking for a play to punish this Scion. It's hard to cut through this health bar. Good headbutt pulverize On, gets him back though. There's no angle for Xiao Shu to just ult his way out of this. Shouldn't even expend the flash here, really. He is just gold. Given over to Elk on a silver platter there as BLG are on the board.
And Rumble is catching a huge wave on top side. It's going to get mid wave. Let's see how they contest for this upcoming objective.
Oh, though. Going to catch both bot laners backing, but On flicks him back towards his team there. Zhuo's going to flash back, but the Impale is here for Shadow. And Zhuo getting himself caught here, like we talked about, a huge pain point for both of these supports.
And it's very easy to look like a great AD carry when you're Knight and Bin as your soloing.
Yeah.
That's just a stimulus package. It happens. But this year, where they haven't been as solid.
Oh, Scouts. Okay. Flick back on to Knight. Problem is JDG. They're looking for the play to flash forward on to Shu, and they grab Knight. Scout doing some heavy lifting in the early game with this Azir. Gets Knight knocked down.
And he polishes 2 solid plays onto Knight before that flashes back up. The bottom side of the map. Otherwise, 3 grubs Azir picking off turret plates. And they get the flash from Shadow. JDG's early game this time around, looking clean.
Getting some new life into.
Just to help Knight rotate down in his bottom side and take control. But Azir's going back up into the top, up into mid lane. So I think a really good allocation of resources going on through for JDG.
At this point
Ooh,
in the game.
Wait a minute, no flash and a teleport behind from Knight? Can they make this play? Shadow is in the area as well as On.
Okay, Shadow falling behind Zhuo. Pays. Not going to get flicked back, but he does get stunned. Barrier down. Shadow should set the kill up, and Knight's able to grab it. We come away like, oh, where's the setup for the Rumble Equalizer? It doesn't matter with this guy. He knows how to pinpoint position it as we see BLG start up that Herald, and they're going to bring Bin in here with that TP advantage. JDG, we just got to let this one go.
How are we going to answer this, though? Because Xiaoshu's sitting in mid. Scout is going to continue to take another wave. BLG, though, they're going to move all 5 members into this play and look towards the dragon. Scout's going to potentially get a full turret for themselves. I mean, they're just going to look in mid, take the first tier 1.
Okay. Yep. They're not slowing down. First brick would give them feats of strength. A couple more autos to do it. On the hunt, Pop, they're going to go forward. Shun's forced to flash away from Shadow, who does with the Impale. Pays is able to Valkyrie himself back to safety.
The Herald is going to go towards the bottom side, but this is solo gold here for Scout. I think that cannot go understated. Gold for Azir, getting him closer to his 2nd item. A very, very good look, G. That makes the Otacon in 20 seconds very, very appetizing.
Bot tier 1 turret is going to finally go down, but let's see how much more value Scout can get out of this sort of blank time period before the Otacon spawning.
I'm very depressed. Otacon has been a very fun objective, if not very overpowered. So it's going to be JDG taking control of the mid-wave.
Nice. Without flash, caught out of position here. All's going to try and kite for him, but he's dead. Scout finds the first kill and gets the Emperor's Divide onto Shadow. Sure, he gets the Impale down, but there's nowhere to take these captors. Knight picked off and JDG pounce.
And now that's the Otacon. 2 members down. BLG have no way of fighting this. There's no ability for them to maybe push. They can try to go through mid lane with this Sivir, but by the time they get through all of this wave, the Otacon will already be gone. BLG, massive pick, and this comes from that fight we saw around this Tri-Brush. Knight losing his flash now turns into a huge lead here for JDG, and potentially more. I mean, the dragon spawning now.
BLG, Honda was playing on walking the thin wire there. BLG aren't going to let this Dragon just go to the wayside. They have Knight TPing in too, but Shadow is just now leaving the fountain. Elk being able to really carefully spoke the spell shield on the first knockup. Shun is going to jump on top, and that's a huge Weaver's Wall coming across from Knight. Is going to keep Elk safe. The fight going a bit long here, so watch the Sivers gets caught here by Zhuo, but Elk just does too much damage, and JDG might have overstayed their welcome in this bot side river.
I think this should have just been them committing for the turn. Oh no! Barely do not catch out Scout. 3 Dragons now to BLG. Finally, they had their solo laners in position, and Elk, big time, Mr. Consistent, slowly starting to ramp an advantage for themselves. And I have to imagine is because they've already found the first 3 Dragons.
Without a doubt. It's just such a massive win con. And you now got Elk, who's positioning everybody around mid lane, trying to get set up for this Baron. But I like Scout shifting up towards the top side, saw that wave could be in their possession.
Where is Zhuo?
Where is my support? Where is Zhuo? He has some Magnet Storm, Crash Down, Flash, all to get out, and he's completely caught. An absolutely head-scratching play from JDG's support, and it might cost them even more. Paze has to flash away from Shadow. Elk is flashing forward on the Siver, and he's going to get the kill onto Paze. Elk has got killer instinct down right now in this series.
I think you have to. You have Baron spawning in a minute and a half. Do not ruin this game right now. Zhuo's going to make a really far... Okay, I think this is very fake, guys.
Baron's gone. There's nothing to fight for, and how you see should get punted into all of BLG. If Elk remains untouched, I don't think there's anything for JDG to do with it. Is going to turn that LDR right towards Xiaosu, who is not taking enough to deal with it. Flashes out. Keeper's Verdict's going to punt out only Knight. Elk out of position for now. Bin does get exhausted. But Bilibili Gaming exercising some caution of their own, knowing they don't need to fight to get this Dragon a bit of a tougher spot. They can't do that. Baron sending down mid-wave minions, and now it's BLG. They're right on top of the Dragon here. Weaver's Wall comes down from Knight. Shun is on the wrong side of it, does have Flash. He's going to have to go for the 50-50, and he will steal it away. Shun saves JDG away from a Chemtech Soul. How mad are Bilibili about it? Shun going to flash out of the pit. Shadow trying to hold the front line as they get the pick onto Zhuo, and now On the Hunt is popped in. Oh boy, look out for the ripping and roaring Siver. That is Elk just to run over the rest of JDG. Shun and Scout can only leave the dead corpse of Xiaoshu there.
Next 30 seconds, they're going to grab bottom lane, mid lane, and top lane tier 2s. They're going to go all the way up to 7,000 gold in the lead.
And hey, guess what, guys? It's me, Slayer.
A first game victory. Bin right now has teleport, and he's doing Dragon by himself.
Oh, this is sneaky. Their stall game is in here for BLG as they eventually landed into their Goldilocks zone of game wins. And here comes Weaver's Wall from Knight. Haze and Scout on one side, the tanks on the other as Baron resets. Remember, Bilibili, they're buying time. This is all a ruse. JD Gaming, where is Bin? He is not here, so you have to force fight. Flash forward from Shoot, gets right on top of Knight. Siver is still protected as Max Storm comes down, and Elk can start raining in this damage that JD Gaming have no answer for. Scout goes after him with a huge Shuriken Shuffle, but he's gone too far forward on his own, and Paze cannot step up past this equalizer. Scout falls, Paze is down. You got your golden goose, JD Gaming, but it's too little, too late. Ace and game 1 over to Bilibili Gaming.
Talia now teleports to the bottom side. That was as good as it was going to get there for JDG, but it's still not enough. They don't have the grubs, but they got a huge minion wave, and they can also have a mid wave if they don't have enough time to finish this game. Bilibili with an immaculate team fight around the mid lane finally close out this first game.
All of that went down without Bin. He TP's in at the final hour to save that team fight. Shun should respond here, but there's no one to clear out this wave or make this even contestable. Bilibili Gaming are going to take a 1-0 series lead as they look to lock themselves in top 4, to lock themselves in to a 3rd straight playoffs.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.